I'd like to start off by saying I see it's your rest day today.
Yeah.
What would a typical rest day look like for Niamh Fahey?
Yeah. So usually, what do? I like to go to town, have a coffee. Usually meet up with a few of the girls in town and maybe get some brunch, but just generally relax and take it easy.
Yeah. I'll pass you on to Carlos now. Thank you.
All right. Hello, Carlos. I was going to ask you a few questions. When did you start playing soccer?
I started when I was 10. I played with the local boys team first because there's no girls team where I grew up.
All right. So was there a lot of female soccer when you were young in Galway?
Not really. No, when I was younger, I didn't know any girls team existed. So that's why I played with the boys first. And then, after that, when I was older, maybe about 16, it was adults teams, but there's no young girls teams, no.
Was it difficult playing with the boys?
No, I didn't really know any different, and I liked it, so I didn't really mind playing. It was just the only thing I had to do was when I was going to a game, get changed in another dressing room or another bathroom. So that was the only difference I've ever noticed. But no, I used to like playing with the lads, so no, it was grand.
Right. Which was your first professional contract?
The first contract I had was with Arsenal. I went over there when I was 20, and that was my first pro contract.
All right. What was and what is your inspiration to play soccer?
I suppose from when I was young, my biggest inspiration was I just loved the game. My family are like big GA people, so I always played GA, but I always found at break time in school I used to love playing soccer, and that never kind of left. And I suppose just when I was younger, I loved the game, and that passion has kind of always stayed with me.
All right. And the last question for you: when you were young, was your dream to become a professional soccer player?
I probably, in a weird way, I would say no, but at the same time, I always thought maybe I was Michael Owen when I was younger, because I used to love Liverpool, so I used to pretend that, but without actually thinking it through. Because for me, it wasn't a reality, obviously being a girl. But I'm glad to say, luckily, my dreams came true in a weird way.
I'm just going to ask you a few questions about your life moving to England. So the first question is, what expectations did you have going from Salthill Devon to the WSL?
I don't really know. I was nervous, really. I remember going over and just doubting whether I was good enough. Just being in that environment was very intimidating because I knew the level of player that I was going to be competing against as well. So just a lot of nerves and a lot of anticipation, really.
You have won 16 career trophies in your life. Which one are you most proud of?
There's a lot, really. Playing Gaelic, the All Ireland we won with Galway in 2004 is a big achievement that I fondly remember, and also FA Cups with Arsenal, because the FA Cup is the biggest moment for the women's game because you get a huge crowd and it's like the All Ireland final day. So won the FA Cup at Wembley as well for the first time, being at Wembley with Chelsea. So a few of those, it's hard to pick one, but those are the ones that kind of stand out for me. Well, actually, hold on, I better go back. Qualifying for the World Cup is actually the biggest. If I just go back a second, because I forgot that. That's definitely the biggest achievement to date, qualifying with Ireland for the World Cup.
How did you first feel when Arsenal wanted you?
Wow, it was amazing. I kind of didn't believe it, really. There was a couple of Irish girls there at the time, but when they actually came in for me and said, "Will you come over?" I was like, "Yeah, 100%." I had to just switch over my university college course, work out a few things, and then I was gone. I definitely was excited for that one.
Yeah, having the Irish girls on that team make it easier for you to settle in?
Yeah, 100%. They were great for me when I first went over. They really took care of me, and it was a big move. And I suppose 20, when back then I was probably very innocent, only knew Galway and not really done a lot of traveling. So they took care of me, and it was definitely a lot easier to settle in when they were there.
In your first season as an Arsenal player, you won the treble and you made 18 appearances. How did you feel winning the treble in your first season, and did you expect to play so many games?
Yeah, that was probably not. I probably didn't expect to feature that much in the first year, just to kind of get my feet, get myself in the door. But I think someone got injured, and then I got an opportunity at left back. And then once I got in, then I kind of was determined not to kind of get back out or just keep my place. So yeah, I was buzzing with that first year, and then to win the treble as well, that was kind of special.
What is it like captaining Liverpool on the big stage?
It's it's pressure, but because it's my club that I supported growing up, but it's a huge honor. I love the club. I love representing the badge. It gives me that extra bit of motivation and passion. So it's a huge honor to be able to captain the team.
What emotions overcame you when you first found out you got called up to the Ireland squad?
Well, that's going way back now. First call up, again, I think I'm kind of nervous. Similar to Arsenal, I was doubting myself. Doubting myself a lot whether I was good enough to make that step up. So yeah, I just remember being nervous, and my family trying to reassure me and give me confidence. So, but yeah, once I went, then I loved it. I loved the level. I loved the fact that it was the senior team. So yeah, well, I got over that after pretty quickly.
Do you have any expectations for the World Cup?
I'd love to get out of the group, get to quarterfinals. That would be amazing. I think if we could do that, because we're the group we're in, I think that would be a huge achievement in itself. So yeah, that's kind of the aim anyway, personally.
And this is the last question. What advice would you have for any young female player wanting to make it pro?
I would just say, join your local team wherever you are, and keep improving every day. Do the little things. I think once you're enjoying it and you're happy, you're playing with your friends, and then you naturally take the next step, progression. Just keep improving. Away from the pitch, I always did a lot of stuff on my own, whether it was practicing my touch, doing keepy uppies, all these like little basic things, but they really make a massive difference then when you come into like a team environment that you have all your skills at a high level. So yeah, maybe something like that.
What stadium did you like playing at the most?
Crow Park and Anfield.
What is the process of changing clubs like?
It's kind of a bit of a pain, to be honest. Just a lot of movement. Trying to get your stuff out of the house and into a new place is the biggest challenge. Everything else is kind of easy, but yeah, trying to settle in and get to know an area, that's always kind of the most difficult part of changing clubs.
How do you find out that a club is interested in you?
It depends. Sometimes it can be like not official, and your teammates might say, you should come here or come to this club, we're doing good things. Or sometimes it might be official through an agent, where the club will contact your agent, and your agent will say X such and such a club has come in for you. What do you think? So yeah, it's either back door or front door kind of approaches.
How does the process of a medical work?
The medical is, you go in basically before you can sign, you have to have your medical. And the club you're with will send over all your history. They'll have it all documented. If you've had any significant injury, there are other teams' medical who you're signing for will review it. If anything flags up, they'll say, I want you to come in for a check, or they'll do a physical exam. And yeah, sometimes, unfortunately, actually it happened recently. One of the girls was meant to go, but her medical, the club that were signing her medicals wasn't up to scratch. So they ended up only offering her a short-term contract based on her medical. So yeah, it's an important part of moving clubs.
All right. Is it hard moving clubs after being at a club for so long?
Yeah, I think it is. You get, like, when I left Arsenal, you get an emotional attachment to the place and to the people, but sometimes you kind of have to, deep down, if you know a move is going to be good for you in a different way and a different challenge, that can be good too. But yeah, it is hard to leave your teammates that you've built up a good friendship with.
Okay. Do you have any advice for young people wanting to improve their defensive qualities?
I always look at the top women, the top men's players, and how they defend. I used to be Van Dijk, but I don't know at the minute if I'm. It depends who's on form, but Liverpool, it's not really his fault, to be fair. Just watch the games, watch the people in your position, see how they do it, and yeah.
Right, I have one more question for you now. Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi. Was that the, well, who would you say?
I would definitely say Messi, you know.
Messi, yeah. Messi, yeah.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo, okay. Still open for debate even after the World Cup. Impressive.
Thank you.
How do you prepare for matches?
I follow the same routine all the time, generally. Night before, just chill out, make sure I eat plenty high carbohydrate meal, pasta, lots of fluid on board. Yeah, so we'll train the day before the game, and once that's over, then it's just all about relaxation kind of, and just getting ready for the next day.
Yeah. How many training sessions do you do a week?
It's 5 a week, so Mondays and Thursdays are our days off, and then that'll just be like a pitch session. So we'll be on the pitch for like an hour and a half, and then afterwards we'll do a gym session, and then usually you'll have like a tactical meeting as well. So that's kind of generally how it goes.
Yeah. What do you think of your FIFA card?
Yeah, there was a bit of debate with the FIFA cards. We all got them on the same day, so we were having a bit of a slagging. I was happy enough. I think my passing, I wasn't happy with my passing. My passing was a bit low. So anyone who's playing can get that up for me if they want.
Do you have any pets? And if you do, what's their names?
I have, well, it's our family pet, but I got it for my mom and dad during lockdown, so I kind of claim her. We have a Jack Russell, a black and tan Jack Russell, we called her Missy. Well, I didn't call her Missy. My mom called her Missy, so Missy it was. But no, she's class.
What's your daily routine for a match day?
So if it's a 2 o'clock kickoff, you get up late, probably around 9. I'll have. I probably will only eat once before the game. Just have like a large breakfast around 10, 3 hours before kickoff. Do some stretching, go for a walk, just killing time really before the game kicks off. And then we meet up an hour and a half before the game. So we'll meet at 12:30. So yeah, I like the early kickoffs because the day kind of goes quite quick. Not a fan of evening kickoffs because that's torture, just waiting for the day to pass.
How did you feel when you got promoted last season?
Yeah, that was class. A great feeling to finally, because there's a lot of pressure to obviously get back up, and it was difficult. We'd failed the first year, and then to actually do it then, we did it in good style as well. So no, it was brilliant, and to be captain as well was really special.
Right, thanks, Niamh.
No worries.
Hi Niamh, how are you?
Hi Lucy, I'm well, thanks.
So what's your favorite fast food restaurant?
Five Guys.
What's your favorite movie or series?
All-time favorite Gladiator series. Chernobyl is the recent one I'm gonna say, or yeah, Chernobyl probably.
What was your favorite subject in school?
Favorite subject was geography.
Would you rather living in Ireland or England?
Ireland, 100%.
Who's the funniest person on the Liverpool team?
There's a few. Probably Bo Kearns she's a Scouser. She's quite funny, to be fair.
What's your favorite cheap food?
Yeah, either probably burger or pizza. Maybe pizza is probably my go-to.
Describe yourself in one word.
Bit of a joker, I'd say. I like to have a laugh.
Who is your favorite footballer growing up?
Michael Owen or Steven Gerrard, two Liverpool legends at the time.
Your dream five-a-side team.
Dream five-a-side team. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Right, we go Messi, Alisson. We're gonna go Premier League men's. I go Casemiro and Diaz. One more right back. Mitoma. I'm gonna go more attacking. I'm gonna go Mitoma from Brighton because he's on fire. So let's go with him.
The best player you played against?
Best player I played against is Kelly Smith from England. She's unreal. She's retired now, but unreal.
Your favorite place to go on holiday?
Favorite place to go on holiday? Recently, the place I go with is South Korea. Went traveling around South Korea. That was class.
If you weren't a footballer, what would you be?
Probably a scientist. We'd try to study science in college, so probably a scientist of some sort.
Finally, we are students in Pallaskenry. So what would you say to your 16-year-old self in secondary school if you had the chance to give her advice?
Have a real. I went and did science in college, but I never actually did any placement in a lab. So I would say if you're thinking about a career, go and actually do some practical work in that area and then decide, because sometimes courses, yeah, they sound better, but when you go into them, they don't really suit your attributes. So yeah, do some work experience and figure it out. Maybe you won't know for sure, and that's fine. You might change later on, but it's maybe a good first step to find what you're passionate about.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks very much, Niamh.
Thank you.
Welcome.